This course is going to be talking about ratios. Now, when we think of ratios, we think of something like 2 apples colon to 3 oranges. I know that this is a common conception, like especially when you're talking about with your middle school or high school mathematics, but when talking about unit conversions, and especially when you talk about your science class, especially a chemistry or physics class, use this quite a bit. Fractions end up being a lot more valuable for us because what we're able to do then is pull in our fraction operations. And that's what the next things are going to be is we would much rather look at this as 2 to 3 as a ratio. Or what's nice about this is we would be able to look at this as 3 to 2. When you're doing a comparison, well, in fractions themselves, we can't just flip this. But when we're talking about ratios, think of this as your car saying, I get 30 miles per gallon. And what that really means to us is we get 30 miles for every 1 gallon of gas. And what that means is here's how we can convert that is we can say for 30 miles, we use 1 gallon of gas. Or if we use 1 gallon of gas, then that means we drove 30 miles. And you're going to see when we start to look at some of these proportions that we're setting up next, this is how writing these as fractions is saying the same exact thing, but is making them in a much more usable format for us to use.